Today we're going to be working on this 2010 Ram 1500. So a while back I found this thing at an auction. We picked it up for a pretty decent deal. They said it had a slight tick. We were thinking it was an exhaust leak. They kind of led us to believe that. We got it home, started working on it. It had some misfire codes, and going through a few troubleshooting steps, we found out that this had the Hemi tick.
Dang it, Bobby, that's exactly what we don't want.
So I had to tear this thing apart. We spent a few days out here changing the cam and the lifters, spark plugs, all that stuff. So we got it running good now. But we're gonna get a few more things done on this today. So along with the cam and lifters and all that stuff that I did to this, we also changed every fluid in this thing except for the rear differential. We still got to get that done. But to start with today, we're going to throw a cabin air filter in this.
With some trucks, turns out they actually don't have a cabin air filter. When we first got it from the auction, it was really smelly and gross, and there's bird poop on the console and all sorts of stuff. So we shampooed up all the carpets, got all the seats all cleaned up, got it smelling nicer. And we went to change out the cabin air filter because we thought that's probably something that needs to be changed, why it stinks so bad. And we went to go change it out and realized it actually didn't even have a cabin air filter. So what it does have in there, it has the outline for it. So we're just going to cut it out and then put in our own air filter for it. So we have a Wix filter, and we found a factory style door for it on Amazon. So we're going to be installing those today.
Yeah, like you said, it goes in the original spot, the cabin air filter. The models that come equipped with it, it's cut out. This one is not. So we're just going to cut that out, get that stuff thrown in so we can filter that air that's in the cabin. I'll also leave a link in the description for the filter we're using and for that little door that I found on Amazon. So if you guys want to go check it out, that link will be in the description. But let's jump inside and get going on this. So the cabin air filter typically sits right behind the glove box. So we're just going to pop this glove box out. It's not a bad job to do. Pop the whole glove box out, and the cabin air filter just sits right in there where the fan is. So let me show you real quick where we're cutting out. So this is where the cabin air filter is on the factory trucks. We just got to cut this out. We're just going to use a little multi-tool, little zip tool, cut that out, and then the cabin air filter can go right in that spot. And then we got this new cover door off Amazon. It was like $7 or something. It snaps right on there to hold that filter in. So now all that air in the cab will be filtered, and hopefully it'll get rid of some of that smell and stuff. So let's get this thing cut out. Alright, so that's what it looks like after the fact. Got that thing cut out, got the new filter put in, and then that cover plate put on. That wasn't bad, honestly. Real time, it took about 10 minutes to get it cut out. I filed it down, kind of smoothed out all the edges, got that filter in there. So let's get this glove box thrown back in, and then we'll move on to the rear differential. Installing that cabin air filter wasn't bad, so now we're going to jump to the back and see if numbnut here can change the differential fluid on this.
Alright, so we're just going to pull off this differential. They're pretty straightforward and changing out the oil on them. So first off, we're going to take out the little rubber fill plug. and inspect it for damage, make sure everything's good, because we wouldn't want to have that be damaged and then empty all the oil, and then we're just going to have to wait and get a new fill plug, and we'll just have to leave it dry. So we're going to start with that, and then we're going to take off all the bolts. Then once we take off all the bolts, we're going to let it drain, and we'll be cleaning up the gasket and stuff, and we'll get it all back together.
Holy shit, you're a nerd.
so that wasn't bad. We got that cabin air filter installed. We got the rear differential fluid changed. It went pretty smoothly. Always make sure your gasket surface is clean on that rear differential. Off camera, we did hit it with some brake clean. Make sure we got all that gasket material out of there and that it was 100% clean, and we got it reinstalled, got it filled up. So that wasn't a bad little project. My son's learning to do some stuff on his vehicle and kind of getting into the whole do-it-yourself type of thing. So it's good for him. It's good quality time for both of us.
It was a learning experience. Diff was straightforward. Just some of those bolts you probably saw, he had to go loosen them up for me because they were a pain in the butt. But it's pretty straightforward. I learned a few things today, and now it pretty much wraps it up. So make sure, remember to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and until next time, over and out.